Clone Wars, the Confederacy of Independent Systems utilized over 30 different types of droids to fight the Grand Army of the Republic. In this video, we'll be going over every single one that appears in the canon. Starting with the basic droid units, the most common battle droid was the B-1. They were ineffective alone, but could be deadly to even Jedi in large numbers. Modifications and variations of the B-1 existed. Rocket droids were used to hunt and destroy escape pods. Command droids led droid forces and were noted by their yellow markings. Pilot droids had blue markings. And firefighting battle droids were designed to fight fires, obviously. After the Clone Wars, B-1s and other battle droids were outlawed by the Galactic Empire. B-2 super battle droids were far more powerful than their predecessors. They were granted more independence, but still required commanders to operate effectively. They made their combat debut at the Battle of Geonosis. Like the B-1s, variations of the B-2 were present throughout the war. The B-2 RP was equipped with jetpacks. The heavy weapons super battle droid had a homing rocket cannon built into their arm. And super battle droid rocket troopers had jetpacks and heavy laser cannons.
Hey, Mommy.
B-3 battle droids have only appeared in the book Dark Disciple. Nothing else is known about them other than that they exist. The BX commando droids were much more agile and capable than their B-1 predecessors. They had more powerful processors and could operate more independently in battle. They carried blasters and vibro swords and could even change their voices to imitate their enemies. But they never saw as much use due to their extremely high price tag. Droidekas, also known as destroyer droids, were extremely deadly. They could curl up into a ball and roll into battle at 75 kilometers an hour. They were equipped with twin laser cannons and powerful shield generators. A sniper variant was created that had a single blaster cannon and no deflector shield. Aqua droids were used to attack water-based worlds like Kamino and Mon Cala. They were very good swimmers, or else they wouldn't be much use, and they had retractable laser cannons. The T-Series tactical droid was created to provide strategy and leadership to the various models of battle droids on the battlefield. Their programming was very flawed, overconfident, stubborn, and inflexible. The Super Tactical droid addressed many of those flaws and allowed them to be far more adaptable to new situations. They were more damage resistant as well, but overconfidence still worked against their overall effectiveness. The IG-100 Magna Guards were incredibly formidable in combat and were often used as bodyguards by General Grievous. They were armed with electrostaffs that could counter a lightsaber. They continued to see use in the criminal world well after the end of the Clone Wars. And a little extra trivia, they were part of the same line of IG droids as the assassin droid bounty hunter IG-88. Pistoka sabotage droids were more commonly referred to as buzz droids. They were launched onto enemy fighters using missiles. The droids would then activate and dismantle the ships. LR-57 combat droids were two-legged heavy weapons droids armed with two blaster cannons on each arm. Demolition droids were designed to infiltrate enemy bases. They could transform and disguise themselves to enter Republic areas undetected and transform again into bombs once inside. D-Wing droids were similar in appearance to the B-1 battle droid. However, they were modified to have blasters built in, and they had fold-out wings that allowed them to fly in atmosphere. Moving on to droid starfighters, the variable geometry self-propelled battle droid Mark I, or as it was more easily referred to, the Vulture droid, was the standard starfighter of the Confederacy of Independent Systems. The lack of an organic pilot meant they could perform more extreme maneuvers, but their programming was not as cunning or adaptable as a living being. Vulture droids also had a walking mode for operation on the ground. The Hyena-class bomber was based on the Vulture droid's design, but was altered to make bombing runs. They were built with heavier armor and bigger wings to improve their accuracy during attacks. The droid Tri-Fighter was the smallest starfighter in both the Separatist and Republic navies. It shared design similarities from the Droideka and was created specifically for dogfighting. Their programming was more advanced than the Vulture droids, and they were armed with 4 laser cannons and buzz droid missiles. The heavy missile platform droid gunship was a heavily armed transport ship that could carry B-1, B-2, and BX droids into battle. They were equipped with missile pods and 7 laser cannons. Moving on to vehicles, the DS-D1 Dwarf Spider Droid was a small walker armed with a heavy laser cannon. They had the ability to self-destruct if the battle became too heated. The LM-432 Crab Droid was a larger, 6-legged walker. It was more heavily armed with 2 blaster cannons. Smaller variations existed that had only 4 legs. The NR-N99 Persuader class droid enforcer was more commonly referred to as the tank droid. They were over 6 meters tall and could reach speeds of 60 kilometers per hour. They were armed with heavy repeating blasters, ion cannons, and missile launchers. They could be seen during the Battle of Kashyyyk near the end of the Clone Wars. The IG-227 Hailfire class droid tank was originally built by the banking clan for debt collection. They were very fast and heavily armed with 30 missiles. 1 missile was enough to bring down a Republic troop transport, or ATTE. The Octoptara Combat Tri-Droid was a very large 3-legged walker. Their rotating heads carried 3 mounted laser cannons, which could be swapped out for missile launchers. The OG-9 Homing Spider Droid was a large 4-legged walker that carried a laser emplacement and laser cannon. They participated in the battles of Geonosis and Felucia. The J-1 Proton Cannon was made for artillery. While it could target and fire on its own, it required 2 B-1 droids to manually load it before each shot. And that's all of them. All of the canon droid members of the separatist droid army from the Clone Wars. Which droid is your favorite? Which would you like to learn more about? Let me know in the comments and go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already to see new Star Wars videos every weekday. As always, thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.